So let me just go through and show you how to actually properly label the spine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down control and zoom in with my mouse scroll wheel. Going to go here, and what you want to do is you want to label anything that you can actually see. So like this top spine here looks like it's like kind of whack. So you want to just label really closely without cutting any of the lines. Um, so just be like right outside of it and as close as you can. So once it gets here, it gets pretty tricky. You want to follow the inner contour. So what I mean by that is you want to go in here and follow this dark line that goes like that. So this will go around. Uh, this is really sloppy, but you need to like literally be as neat as you can. I guess that'll be the first one. So I name the 0. I press OK. For this one, it's a lot more clear. So you can definitely see that there's a round curve over there, and you see how like this is kind of like an oval top like cylinder part thingy here. What you want to do is, like I said, follow the inner contour. So basically, if you were to look at this from a bird's eye view, you actually wouldn't see the back of that vertebrae. So you want to just keep following this inside here, wrap around, etc., right? And let's just get down here to do the same thing because these inside ones are pretty tricky. So let's just wrap around here, right? But yeah, you get the idea. And like I said, this is done really quick for you, but make sure you actually take the time to zoom in and actually get them as close as you can. Um, and you'll realize that like once this image is done, like you can do all the spines first. Control Shift D after you save, it'll literally transfer over to the next one. So now your spine is like the same, but once you get to these, you'll have to redo it. So that's good. For the catheter, though, you'll notice that, same thing. You want to cover, this time instead of following the inner contour, for this top tip here, you want to cover and create a label around the whole thing, right? And then you basically also, same concept, wrap around as close as you can, right? And once you get down to this bottom part here, right, so let's just say I finally got to the bottom. You just want to be as close to the edge as you can, right? Create that bottom line, and then go back up, right? So let's just do this really quickly. So now let's say that's the labeled catheter. Now I just press 1 for the label. I press OK, and this also counts for the catheter here too. So, right. So this also 1. If you ever see these little dark circles, you don't have to label them. It's just the catheter and the spine. So other edge cases that you might see is like, let's say this catheter had like a little stick sticking out of it. Let me try to pull one of them up for you. I guess this image set doesn't have any, but sometimes you'll see, if you do see it, there will be a line directly going through the middle of the catheter, and it'll like stick out like right here, somewhere around this region. What you want to do is ignore that. You only want the actual tube itself. And if you see any of this dark like dye stuff, just ignore that. Just label the catheter and get the spine as close to it as you can. And like I said, this matters, like wrapping around the inner contour. You don't want to take any of this like middle junk here. It's just the actual shape of that one vertebrae. And you want to do this, and so label this once you're done with this, label it 0. Once you're done with this, label it 0. And that's pretty much it.